Today, we are diving into what might just be one of the biggest launches in AI imagery all year, OpenAI's new model, Images 2.0. And let me tell you, this is way more than just a simple update. They're calling it a fundamental, generational leap forward.
Welcome to AI in 8 minutes or less, your daily AI update.
So to really set the stage here, just listen to this quote from OpenAI's launch. They said this. Think about that for a second. They aren't just talking about a little upgrade. They're basically saying this is a whole new era for AI images. We're moving from just, making pictures to creating something with real intelligence behind it.
Okay, so here's our plan. We're going to unpack what this whole Renaissance thing is all about. Then we'll dive into the new engine that actually lets the model think. After that, we'll look at the proof, how it handles text and consistency. We'll explore how it's becoming a useful tool for everyday life, and of course, I'll tell you exactly how you can try it out for yourself.
All right, first up, this idea of a renaissance. Look, for the past year or so, people have made some incredible stuff with the first version of the model, right? But what we're seeing now, it's such a massive jump that it makes everything before it feel, like ancient history. And check out this comparison. Now, if you're into AI, you know the jump from GPT-3 to GPT-4 was absolutely huge. This is basically saying the leap in image quality is even bigger than that, like we just skipped a whole generation. We're talking about a massive step forward in creating visuals that are not just cool, but complex and really polished. So the big question is, how is this even possible? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental change in how the model works. It's not just, blindly following your instructions anymore. It's actually reasoning about what you're asking it to do. And this is the secret sauce, something they call thinking mode. Get this, before it even starts to generate an image, the model can actually pause, think about your request, and even rewrite your prompt to get a better result. And here's the kicker. It can search the web for up-to-date info. That means it can pull in real-world data to create things like infographics or solve complex visual problems.
So, OpenAI is rolling this out in 2 flavors. First, there's Instant Mode. This is for everybody. It's super fast, really powerful, and a great upgrade for your day-to-day stuff. But then, for paid users, you get Thinking Mode. And that's where you unlock all that deep thinking and web access for the really complex tasks.
Okay, but how do we know it's really that much smarter? Well, the proof, as they say, is in the pudding. And the pudding here is how it's finally solving some of the biggest, most annoying problems in AI images, like getting text and consistency right.
And this just shows you how far we've come. I mean, not that long ago, just getting an AI to spell a single word correctly was a total nightmare. Now, Images 2.0 can generate a full-blown magazine page layout. We're talking paragraphs, headlines, the whole shebang with pretty much 0 errors. It's just incredible.
And a perfect example of this is a manga demo they showed off. From just one single prompt, the model created multiple comic book pages. But here's the groundbreaking part. The character looks the same from panel to panel, the art style stays consistent, and it actually tells a coherent story that makes sense. For anyone trying to do storyboarding with AI, this has been the holy grail.
Okay, but let's really raise the stakes. What if we ask for something way more complex? I mean, can an AI actually go out, research public opinion on social media, summarize what it finds, and then stick a working QR code inside a single image? Sounds impossible, right?
Well, the answer is a big fat yes. In a demo they called the duct tape demo, here's what it did. It searched social media sites like Reddit and LinkedIn for real reactions to its own beta test. Then it pulled actual user quotes, arranged them into this really cool graphic design, and, get this, it generated a working QR code that links right to the product. That is just layers upon layers of intelligence working together.
So these demos are obviously super impressive, but maybe the biggest shift here is this. AI images are moving beyond just being a fun toy or a tool for artists. They're becoming a genuinely useful utility for, everyday life. Take this for example, a personal fashion advisor. You can upload a picture of yourself, ask for outfit ideas for, say, a wedding, and it'll give you a whole style board with different labeled options. Then you can just pick one you like, and it'll generate these super detailed, realistic photos of you wearing that outfit. It's basically like having your own personal stylist on demand.
And this usefulness is now truly global. The model has gotten so much better with other languages, especially ones with complex characters like Japanese, Hindi, and Chinese. It's not just about text either. It can create culturally specific designs, like making a poster for a bakery that actually looks like it belongs in Tokyo.
and even create really complex art using words from all over the world.
Okay, I want to talk about detail for a second. Look at this number, 1. Now, just try to imagine an image so incredibly detailed that you could actually find words written on a single grain of rice. Because they actually did it. In an experimental 4K generation, the team made a picture of a pile of rice. And if you zoom all the way in on one single grain, you can clearly read the words GPT image 2. I mean, the level of micro detail and control here is it's mind-blowing. It was completely unthinkable just a little while ago.
So after seeing all of that amazing stuff, I'm sure the number one question on your mind is, how can I get my hands on this? Well, let's get right to it.
The great news is it's rolling out as we speak. You can find it right inside ChatGPT. If you're a developer, you can also get to it through the API, and for all you mobile users, just make sure you've updated your app to the very latest version. You'll know you're in when you see the new welcome screen pop up.
And that really brings us to the big picture here. This leap, it's about so much more than just prettier pictures. It's about a fundamental shift from creative tools that just make stuff to tools that actually understand, research, and reason. So the real question we're left with is, what becomes possible now? What can we create when our tools don't just generate, but truly think alongside us?
If you enjoyed this, subscribe to AI in 8 minutes and never miss what matters.